Hey guys, welcome to WP Beginner and thanks for tuning in. In this video, I want to walk you through how to set up a small business website in less than an hour using a step-by-step process. So if you're ready, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is we need to set up our hosting plan. So I'm going to go to WP Beginner and I want to go to Deals. We'll go to Hosting and all the way down, we're going to use HostGator for this. WP Beginner has a coupon that we're going to use right here. So if you click on this, it'll copy that information and it'll open up HostGator for us so we can get started. Now from here, you just want to enter all the information and you can, if you already have your domain, you can click on that and say you already own it. Enter your domain name here. If you don't, you can register a new site and see if it's available. And if it's not, it'll tell you it's not available, but then it will come up with some alternatives that you can use. And we've already chosen our hosting plan. So now I'm just going to go through, pause the video while I go ahead and set this up, and I'll be right back. All right, so now that we have our hosting set up, we need to go ahead and install WordPress. So I'm going to scroll down. And you're looking for something called like the quick install. We'll click on that. And we're looking for the WordPress quick install. And we'll go ahead and say install WordPress for us. Pick the site. Here they're asking for a little bit more information and you just want to fill that in. When you have it all filled out, just click Install WordPress. Okay, cancel out of that. Okay, now that we have our WordPress installed, let's go ahead and log in to the admin portion of our website. So I'm going to go to my site /WP admin, and you'll want to bookmark this because this is how you can access the admin portion of your site anytime you need to. Now that we have the hosting set up and we have WordPress installed, it's time to get started in setting up our actual theme and our actual site. So let's go ahead and get started. Now that you have WordPress set up, I'm going to take you to the site. This is probably what yours will look like, depending on the theme that is there. And so what we want to do is find a theme and install that and go ahead and set it up. So in order to do that, let's go back to the dashboard. And I want to go and show you under Appearance, Themes. This is the area that drives your themes for your site. These are the themes that are installed by default. Yours might be a little bit different depending on when you're seeing this. But we want to go in and find one that is particular to our business. For the sake of this site, I'm going to concentrate on creating a small business website, and we're going to concentrate on, say, computer repair. This can work for anything like massage therapist, landscaping, financial planner, any small business where it's pretty much like you're the only person running your business and you need to set it up. So I'm going to search for themes. I'm going to click Add New. When you add new, this brings in all the themes from the WordPress repository. These are all the themes that WordPress that they've looked through and verified that they're okay to use on your site. And you see that they are broken up by feature, that's the latest ones. Yours will look different. Or by popular. These are the most popular downloads. You can also look by the latest. These are the most recent ones that have been uploaded. You can also go by featured filter. If you already know what kind of color setup you want, you can choose that. If you know what type of layout you want, or the type of features that you want to see. And what I want to do is see what they have for small business. It's a little generic, but should bring back some decent looking websites that will be particular for a small business. And you can just scroll through and see which one might look best for your site. I want to look at the details of this one, so I'm going to click on that. And you'll see what it does is it actually brings it up in the customizer window, and it gives you a preview of what your theme might look like. So this is what mine might look like right now before I make any changes. And if we want to close out of that, we'll exit there, and you can either keep looking or if that's the one you're happy with, you can choose that one. I'm going to choose this one. So I just installed it, and I'll also activate the theme. And for that particular theme, it looks like there are some extra things that they recommend. These are plugins that they want me to install. I'm going to go ahead and say yes to that. You probably won't see that, and we'll install that. I'll show you how to do plugins later, but for now I'll go ahead and activate these and install them. We can go to our dashboard. You can also just take a quick peek at our site to see what it did. Alright, so it looks a little bit different, and now we can go in and customize it. Alright, now that I have kind of the basics of my theme installed, we want to start customizing it. Some of the things we want to do right now, if you don't already have them, is go ahead and gather up things like your logo, your information about your business. So you want to write up some stuff. We call that content. That'll be, for your about page or your contact us page or where you're located, the services that you offer, things like that. You want to go ahead and have that. If you don't have that, which some people, they don't have that yet, they just want to set up their site, we can import some dummy data, which kind of fills up the site a little bit to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And then you can fill in the information as you go along. To get the dummy data on my site, first I'm going to go to my WP Beginner area. The dummy data is found. I'm going to scroll down, looking for the XML data that we have as a download. Here's the file. I'm going to right click and save that. Now, I'm going to go back to my site. I want to go under Tools, Import, and I want the WordPress import. To be able to import, I need to install this little importer, and I want to activate and run it. Now I got to find that file that I just downloaded, and I want to upload, file, and import. Here, it's just saying there's an author associated with that. Who do you want to give it to? I'm going to say me. Same with all of these authors. We're going to assign all those authors to me. And we want to go ahead and download and import the file attachments. That way we can also see images from the dummy content. Submit that. All right. Now it says that all of that's been done. So just to show you what I'm talking about, I'm going to go to my site, refresh the page, and now you see all these pages in the menu because there are now all these new pages. Instead of just Hello World, we have all these new posts. So it gives the site a little bit more look and feel, so you can understand what it would look like as you fill it up with your content. So now that that's done, we can move on. I want to show you a couple of great free or inexpensive things that if you don't have a logo, but if you want one, these are logo generators. And the first one is called the Hipster Logo Generator. And it just kind of takes you through step by step on creating a logo. So you want to spend some time doing that. We said we're going to do a computer repair shop. So I'm just going to do a real quick run through on this. I want to click that, go next. And I'm just playing with this. You want to spend some time playing with it. Okay. Do that and click next. I'm going to click double line. It'll show the text here. You can change the font and the location. Clicking on these will also show you the logo fonts that you want to use. We'll just do that. Great PC repair. We'll use that. We'll click next. Like I said, spend some time working on yours. And you can add some color here if you want. Do some background color. Like that. I go with, this means transparent. I'm happy with it. And then here you can download it. You can download a small item. If you like it and you want a bigger item, then you can go ahead and pay a little bit extra. So I'm going to add this to my folder that I'm using. And now we have a logo. So you can use Hipster Logo if you want. If you already have a logo, great. If you have somebody else that you're using, perfect. There's also something else called the Squarespace logo. If you want to create a logo there, you can use that one. So now that I have a logo, let's go in and continue to customize our site. To customize it, we're going to go under Appearance and click Customize. Each theme will have slightly different area for this because each theme has different settings to worry about. So I'm going to click on the logo, and this is, I'm going to name it. You see it changes it up here. Now, everything that I'm doing over here, you're getting to see it, a preview of it here, but you don't actually, it's not actually changing the website until we finish and click Save and Publish. So you can mess with all this all you want, and then when you're finished with all your setting changes, go ahead and click Save and Publish. We just created that logo, so we can actually put that up here. The recommended dimensions are 300 by 100 on this theme. Since I have my logo down here, I can actually drag that. So you can do a drag and drop. And I'm going to use that as a logo. And you see, because my theme, my logo is fairly large, it's using the whole thing there. So you'll want to make sure that it's set at the 300 by 100 or whatever the dimensions are that your theme is working on. So I'm going to remove that. And when I do, it'll bring back my PC repair. So that's okay. But we can use that as a site icon. And what that is the little thing up here. You see it showing you, that's what it would be. And now you see that my little icon is there. So I've done all my customizing on that. So we're going to click back and keep going. All right, so for the colors, you can choose a background color. Right now it's white. You can go any of these colors that you want. Content, we'll keep that as that. It's if you notice I changed it to blue, so that makes all of my content words and stuff that color. We don't want that. So we're going to go back and click on default. I like that color. It's easy on the eyes. And you may come across a theme where it's basically a light version. So if you wanted more colors, you'd want to update that to Pro. So moving along. I don't have a background image, but you could do a background image on here. Say, show them that you are a unicorn, and that's what it would look like. And you can change the tile and repeat it or what have you. I'm going to remove that. And for the menu, this theme has all of these menus right here. And under menu location, the top navigation, and the primary. Not sure what those are, so we're going to go ahead and select. Let's try all pages and see where the top navigation is. Yeah, top navigation is way up here. What you probably want for that would be maybe social. Primary navigation is that one. That's probably the one we would use. Or let's try short, see what that looks like. That looks better. And that's for the menu location. If you don't have any menus, just click Add Menu, or if you want specific ones. Typical menu would be, like this is the menu that we're working on. And it has the home, the blog, about, which also has these sub-menus. So when I hover, you see all these sub-menus, and this page. From here, you can either reorder them by clicking and dragging them, or you can also add one. And you can either add a post or a page. If you have a category, like tips on how to fix PC repair, you could add that as a menu item as well. But I'm happy with the short menu, so we're going to go with that. So clicking back and moving on. The widgets. The widgets are these little areas, like over here, the sidebar area. This is a whole widget area. So that's probably the primary sidebar for this theme. Each theme has its own widget area. And as you can see, these are all the items in my widget area. If you don't like something on the sidebar, you can click on the down arrow and remove it. Same thing with categories. That just seems really long, so we'll remove that. I'm happy with that widget area. For this theme, we have these other widget areas. Okay, call to action. I'm going to add a text field. It's working on adding it. And I'll show you where that goes. So for this one, it's up here. So you can change that and make that a little bit better looking. But basically, that's a great call to action for, especially for a small business or a local business. You want something like that. For me, I'm good with the widgets. So I'm going to click back off of that. Static front page. Right now, we're just pulling in all of our blog posts on the front page. Since we're setting up a small business site, I want a static front page for that. And that'll likely be like for my PC repair, maybe I want to show them all of the services that I offer or what have you. This is where we'll want to go in and create our actual pages of our services that we offer or our products that we sell. For right now, we'll use the front page template. And since we have that as our static front page, I also want to get the blog. That is the blog page that all of my blog posts will show on. So when somebody clicks on this, it'll go to all my blog posts. All right, so now we have a static front page, which we want for our small business, and we have a blog page set up. Those are all the customizations that we can do with the customizer. I'm pretty happy with it, so I'm going to click Save and Publish. When I exit out of that, it'll take me back to the dashboard area. Now I want to just go to my site, do a quick refresh, and show you what it looks like now. And you see for me, it's looking pretty good. Like I said before, we want to add our own information here. We want to add our own posts here, but this gives you a good idea of what everything looks like. And for edit page, it's because we are logged in that we see that. Our visitors won't see that, so that's okay. All right, the next thing we want to work on is installing a plugin that will help with SEO. So we're going to go to Plugins, Add New, and we're looking for Yoast SEO. This one we want. So we'll install that now and we'll activate it. It comes up with a tour notification, so you can do that if you want. We're going to go right into it and do some quick setups. This is actually a great reminder. If you don't have your website set up to show your post names, then you'll see this information. And you actually do want to fix that. You can either have them take you to fix it, or anytime you need to, you can also go down into general settings and permalinks to fix it yourself. Right now, since it's a brand new website, my site is showing with some numbers after it. And you always want to change that to something a little bit more detail-oriented or easier for search engines like a sample post. The post name is actually the one that I usually use. And we'll click Save Changes. Now that that's done, we can go back into SEO, General, and we'll go from there. There's a lot of information on here, but there's just some specific things that you'll want to work on. This is the website name that you want to put in. This is usually your business name, and you can show them whether you're a company or a person. We're going to say company name. And then if you had a logo like we talked about, you can upload that there. I'm going to click Save Changes. After you go under General, you just want to make sure that you have titles and metas set up. By default, title separator, that's this information right here. And right now we have a dash. Some people like to have the pipe or any of these other characters you can choose from. On the home page you can just edit on the page itself or on the blog page itself. We'll do that right now. So I'm going to click on that link. It'll take me to the front page, which is my home page. And they're just saying to go down all the way down here and set up this information. This is the snippet, so you can change that here. Now, when you're dealing with local search engine, you always want to add your city and state. That usually helps out with the search engines as well. Since we made some changes to that, I'm going to update that. And just a couple more things that we want to do. Under social, Yoast SEO, you can add all of your Facebook, Twitter username, all your URLs here, and that just kind of helps Google know all of the profiles that are associated with your business. So you want to just add all of those in here. Like that, and you just want to fill all the others out. You can save changes. And you can actually click on this. This is for when you post things to Facebook, sometimes Facebook's images don't come over very well, so you can actually upload a default image for that. So you could do that there. Twitter, you can just show how you want it to look, either just a summary or with a large image on Twitter. And save changes. So those are the basic setups for Yoast SEO. The power of them comes in actual creating posts or pages, and we'll go into that right now. Because the next thing we want to do is go ahead and set up, since we are a local business, I want to go ahead and show you how to set up pages by setting up our services page for our site. This shows you how to do a page, and I'll also show you how to handle adding media or adding images to your site with this one. So we're going to add that. I'm going to go ahead and add my service information here. A lot of it's just placement to show you what I'm talking about. So this is our service site. I also want to add an image, so you want to click Add Media if you ever want to add images. And if you installed the dummy data, you'll see all of these images, or we're going to actually upload a file that is specific to our services, and that just helps with the information. You can either have it on its own with no alignment, or if you want to have words coming around it, you can click there. You see the words will wrap around the image. You also see this area is now, this is actually coming from Yoast, and that's our current SEO score. When you scroll down to the bottom, any of your page and any of your posts, you actually want to go through here to set up your SEO. And from here, you want to add in the focus keyword that you're looking for, maybe PC repair in Austin, Texas. And then Yoast starts giving you a yellow, green, or red light. And so you want to fill in all this information that helps increase your rankings for that keyword. So you see, we're getting some green, and that's good. We just need to go ahead and follow along with some of these other things. You see from here they're saying that the focus keyword doesn't appear in the title, so we want to change that. And this information pulls from your title page up here. You can either change it down there or you can change it up here. So let's do that. And once you're finished with doing all of your changes to the page, you can go ahead and click Publish. And since this is a new page, we need to go ahead and update our menu. Go to Appearance, Menus. And since there are so many on there, I'm actually just going to delete this menu and I'm going to start fresh. So I'm going to create a new menu. Call it Main. Create the menu. I'm going to click on all the pages that I want to have there. And I'm going to do front page because that's actually my home page. So now they're all over here, and I can drag them however I want. And from here, I'm actually going to label this Home. And now that'll be Home. I'm actually going to label this Services. And this is only changing what it shows up in my menu. I'll click Save Menu. Okay. Now that we created the main menu, we also need to update the location of that. So the primary was short. Now we're going to make the primary main. Save. And now, when I refresh, see Home, Services. And now when we click on the services, that's our newly created page. And when you click Home, that's the home page. So now you have the basics of a small business website set up, and you're ready to move forward in showing off your new website. If you like this video, click on the like button and go ahead and leave us a comment there. We'd love to hear from you. And subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest videos.